To get the most out of your night photography experiences, it pays to be able to take at least some manual control over your camera. This includes using exposure compensation or shooting in full manual mode. For the purposes of this video, I'll be working with shutter priority mode and using exposure compensation, though you can use manual exposure mode as well. There are three primary differences between shooting at night and during the day. First, to be able to get a sharp photo at night, a tripod is a must. I prefer a smaller, lightweight, compact tripod that's easy to travel with. This sacrifices some precision in the head and stability with heavy lenses, and it also can limit the height for setting your camera on. You'll want to balance these trade-offs with stability and travel and portability to find the tripod that's best for you for not just your night photography, but your day photography as well. Second, consider exposing your scene like you would a landscape photo. Have a distinct foreground, midground, and background with elements leading the viewer's eye through the scene. A bend in a road or a line of taillights often accomplishes this wonderfully. When shooting at twilight at ISO 100, your exposure times vary between 4 and 40 seconds, depending upon the light in the scene and your f-stop. At very slow shutter speeds like this, any light like that from a car will be blurred and adds a really nice element that can't be captured during the day. Third, because you're photographing at night and it's dark, it's easy to be fooled by the brightness of your LCD monitor into thinking your photo is correctly exposed when in fact it isn't. To ensure your photos are correctly exposed, you want to verify your exposures on the back of the camera using your camera's histogram. In playback mode, press the info button until you see the white histogram. The histogram is a graph displaying the brightness of pixels on your image along the horizontal axis, with the number of pixels, the vertical axis, illustrating the number of pixels that have that given brightness value. There are two important things to look for when reading your histogram. First, look at the edges. The histogram should taper before reaching the edge. If not, if there's a cliff, there's likely highlight or shadow detail that is clipped, that has lost detail in your final exposure. You'll need to make adjustments accordingly. Next, look at the overall distribution of the histogram. Are the pixel values lumped in the shadows or the highlights, or are they varied throughout the midtones? For most night scenes, particularly those with artificial lights, you should see a broad distribution all the way through from the shadows through to the highlights. If you're finding clipping in either the highlights or the shadows, or the distribution of the histogram isn't correct, you want to use your exposure compensation to make adjustments. Using a tripod, composing around moving lights, and really taking the time to check your exposures will make sure that you get a great night shot every time.